All right, so we're going to look at 210.70, which is titled Lighting Outlets Required, as is written in the 2017 National Electrical Code. A couple areas where we made some changes. First, in 210.70A, which is dwelling units. It says in dwelling units, lighting outlets shall be installed in accordance with A1, A2, and A3. A1 talks about habitable rooms. Now, we've had a lot of discussion about habitable rooms, but at least in what it says here and what we added was in the 14 code, it said at least one wall switch controlled lighting outlet shall be installed in every habitable room and bathroom, and we added kitchen. There could be a debate on whether or not the kitchen, why we call out bathroom, but we called out kitchen as well, because that's an important aspect for that area. That might not be considered a habitable room. If you look, let's take a look back at the definition to see what we have for habitable room. And if we look back in chapter 1, we will find that we do not have a definition for a habitable room. So that was a point of discussion during our changes, and we added kitchens to that area. So you need one switch controlled lighting outlet shall be installed in every habitable room, kitchen, and bathroom. Another change we made. So in 2, again, we're still in dwelling units. A, 1 was habitable rooms, and 2 is additional locations. Now, in the 14 code, we had A, B, and C. We had a wall switch controlled lighting outlet shall be installed in hallways, stairways, attached garages, and detached garages with electric power. And in B, we had dwelling units, attached garages, and detached garages with electrical power. At least one wall switch controlled lighting outlet shall be installed to provide illumination on the exterior side of outdoor entrances or exits with grade level access. A vehicle door in a garage is not to be considered as an outdoor entrance or exit. And in C, we said where one or more lighting outlets are installed for interior stairways, there shall be a wall switch at each floor level and landing level that includes an entryway to control the lighting outlets where the stairway between floor levels has 6 risers or more. Now, what we did in the 17 code was we added a 4 number. We renumbered these. Instead of A, B, and C, we numbered them as 1, 2, and 3, and that's in accordance with the style manual. And we added a 4. Lighting outlets controlled in accordance with 210.70A23, and A23 are those controlling of the lights installed for interior stairways when you have those 6 risers or more, shall not be controlled by use of dimmer switches unless they provide the full range of dimming control at each location. The concern and the discussion at the code panel was such that we did not want to have a dimmer switch be put at minimum at 0 and not being able to be controlled at both locations. So, for example, if I have a dimmer at the top of the steps where I can go to maximum output and minimum output, and then just a light switch at the bottom. If I'm at the top of the steps and instead of turning the light out, I just put the dimmer on its minimum, when I'm down at the bottom of the steps, when I turn the light on, I will get no light because the dimmer at the top of the steps has dimmed it down to 0. So we want to make sure that you can't have that scenario. So if you're going to put a dimmer on the light for these lighting to meet the stairways where where we have a wall switch at each floor level and landing level that includes an entryway to control the lighting outlets, then we want a dimmer switch on both sides so that you can't be in a situation where you cannot raise the illumination of these stairs. It's a safety concern. And then finally, in C, for all occupancies, It says for attics and underfloor spaces, utility rooms, and basements. So we added what the 14 code said in C was for attics and underfloor spaces containing equipment requiring servicing. We said for attics and underfloor spaces, utility rooms, and basements, at least one lighting outlet containing a switch or controlled by a wall switch shall be installed where these spaces are used for storage or contain equipment requiring servicing. So we just expanded the requirements for the lighting and to basements and rooms and utility rooms outside of just underfloor spaces. Because remember, in the 14 code, it says for attics and underfloor spaces containing equipment requiring servicing, such as heating and air conditioning and refrigeration equipment, at least one lighting outlet containing a switch or controlled by a wall switch shall be installed in such spaces. We expanded that to utility rooms and basements. And that's pretty much all we did there. So that covers the changes in 210.70 for the 2017 National Electrical Code. I think, the addition of a few spaces and some clarity around the dimmers for stairways. Those are I think the big changes for that section. And you can't forget about adding the kitchen. Although I don't know of too many kitchens that don't have a lighting controlled already switch. So that's it. That's the 2017 changes for 210.70. Thanks for watching. Hopefully it helped.